Round we go like a blunt in rotation.
Ever speak out for the other side, they will call your ass out. Remember when Ben Affleck tried to like step up for like the people in Me Too, and they were like, "Didn't you have an assault case in the '90s?" He was like, "Well, never mind."
Hold on, y'all gotta go.
My exit stage left, dude.
That nigga disappeared like Batman for real.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, it's a nigga at the top of the line at Twitter, and this nigga, his job is just to monitor shit. And as soon as he see that the world don't agree with, he like, bet. It's an email list of straight Twitter content. That nigga hit the button, and them people come alive, bro. They're like zombies. That shit spread fast as hell.
Hell yeah, that shit is like
the way they come out and get people, bro. I just don't understand why people just don't shut the fuck up. Like
exactly,
it's a drug. Exactly. They can't. People feel like they gotta express everything.
Or even people you steady see in the news, like, bitch, you heard again. What you done now? Now you want attention. Now you waving it. Now you doing the god damn. Everybody doing stuff.
Terry Crews.
Sit down.
Man, Terry Crews. And it's like
Terry Crews won't shut up.
Terry Crews went out. It was like
on some real shit. I can't even fuck with Terry no more, bro.
Say, I've been not fucking with Terry because you know what? I ain't never seen no dude that's that manly looking that love playing some gay ass roles. You know what I'm saying? Remember with the Cat Williams shit? He dancing around, loving watching the Tupac video. Clutching over here trying to get on Cat Williams. He love, and then the white chick. Like I ain't never seen no man who married with a family just love playing gay ass roles. Fool. Like
he performed for them way too much.
That tweet made me realize Terry Crews ain't got black friends. Like that made me realize I was like, you have no black friends because there's no way anyone that's that looks like us would have let you send that out or you keep that up. Like,
and yeah, where is his wife? What the fuck she doing? And then, like with the stuff with Gabrielle Union with that shit, you was supposed to keep your mouth shut because they got real cases going on. He done came out saying some shit. You know what I'm saying? Terry at the wrong time. That nigga always interjecting you in bitch business. You know what I'm saying? And you always playing a bitch role. I can't respect it.
Yep, I agree.
And with that, welcome to Blunt Opinion. As y'all can see, this is America. This is what we're gonna be talking about. We felt that it was only right. We have a channel that's for us, by us, and so it's only right. Yep. Shout out to Fubu. It's only right that we talk about the things that's going on right now. Of course, myself, Will Pharaoh, Patrick Cloud, Darren Brand, Precious Hall, Cannabis Squad in here. We got our weed ready. We got our stuff rolled. Listen, we're not political scientists. We're not revolutionaries, anything like that. We're just some people that are going through this, and we want to talk about it and hopefully spread some information, some positivity, and maybe hopefully get something great out of this that y'all hear. So this is the episode. So it's just we talking about this. First thing I want to get into is Karen. Fucking Karen. Has anybody been Karen yet?
Of course.
I have not been tried yet.
Right.
I have been sitting here since March 15th waiting for a Karen to try me. I just want to be tried because I didn't like, to be honest, I don't even know what my reaction is going to be, but I know it's going to be entertaining.
Hey, I can tell you what my reaction going to be. I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to turn into Keisha on these hoes, and I'm calling before you. How about that? You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait to call the laws for not a goddamn thing. Hey, no, she's harassed. I swear. I need you to come right now. I promise. I'm calling the goddamn popo on your ass for playing with me, fool. And we gonna see who get here first.
I just wanted to hide in the back while Precious doing that and the cops come up. I heard her call her a nigger too. We're not gonna take this anymore.
I want to reverse it the same thing and be like, same way call the cops, be like, nah, she bothered me, she harassing me too, I can't take it, oh my God. Ma'am, you don't belong in this country. Your people stole this country. Just do all the reverse facts. All the reverse facts on their ass.
We built this. We built that.
America don't even have an official language, ho. So whatever. Like just
whatever.
Just start going off. Just flip it and be like
that shit is hilarious. White dude. I'm saying we need to flip it on every time they even come. Don't even get mad. Don't start recording. Nigga, call the laws on them. Shit. Say whatever. She's trying to sell me. She's out here illegally selling water. You know what I'm saying?
Like, the problem is you gotta record them because cops ain't gonna believe our black ass. You have to literally sit there and get that, because that's how they get fired from all their jobs. Because I think I learned it from Narcos. Is like the easiest way to get a person to do their job is to embarrass them, not to ask them.
Yep.
So it's like
Yep.
they probably, a lot of these people employing these Karens probably knew that they were assholes, racist, all that stuff. But once you put it out there and they're viral, they can't be like, oh, I can't have them working for me now. So it's like the fact that these people are getting fired for this is amazing. Right. It's so dope.
We need you to be associated. You can't fuck up their brand.
Kids too got to take responsibilities. These kids that's putting their knees on their other friends' necks, they kicking them out of school. It's like, yo, you violating some kind of code of ethics in there. You gotta go. You banned from it. Like,
let me follow up what Patrick said. Like, the way that people are being exposed this time around is nothing like we've ever seen.
Not at all.
Like the little white girls out on their parents, making like out on their grandparents, recording it, posting it
on TikTok.
Like the kids younger than us, they not with that shit. They not with none of that shit. Like I'm not even on TikTok like that. But like even when they posting like all the white people like, oh, since y'all want to have a blackout day, let's have a white day. Let's talk about how white people stole this country from so and so. Let's talk about how white people, and it's so dope to see that like a young white boy was on TikTok the other day. He was like, why haven't I learned about the bombings in Oklahoma? Why haven't I learned about this stuff in history? Why is this not in our books? Why am I just not hearing about it now? And I mean, it low key gives you chills to hear people fighting for us for the first time like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
the way you see it is, it's like the old world is crumbling, and like this they last stands that they are able to take. Because they children are not gonna put up with this, because they children
they not with it at all, bro.
What are you like? They even see it like nothing of what you're telling me makes sense.
And when you think about it now at this time, it's like God set it up this way. You know what I'm saying? Like can nobody really move? You know what I'm saying? This been going on, but it's like the impact now is so like it means so much more because everybody just sitting around watching that shit. Like, you can't be working overnight. Yes,
it's in your face. There's
if
no
you act like you don't
from
see
it.
You can't
turn to distract you from it.
Yeah, you can't turn to ESPN because ESPN talking about Colin Kaepernick and everybody that's down for this movement. You can't.
And if you think about how ironic it is that he was kneeling, and this is the way that man died, from him kneeling on his neck.
Yep.
The irony, and it's like it was set up for us to really see in a certain order. Like, it's crazy, but if you watch it, and now we all loving on each other, what we trying to shit.
Well, I also think it's dope that I know like Drew Brees should have shut the fuck up, but him saying that opened up the floodgates for a whole nother shit. So like even everybody getting exposed and people speaking their mind, it's like at the end of the day, man, these motherfuckers need to be educated, bro. Black people built this country. Y'all stole it from the Indians. You brought us here. We built it, and then y'all didn't even make us profit from all the work that we put in.
Yeah, and they're gonna make us pay to be here on some shit we built. This shit's supposed to be free as hell. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be catching our food, cooking that shit, and chilling the fuck out. Meanwhile, you got us paying this shit every month, and I'm upset. It's upsetting me and my homegirls.
So,
you know
even from that point, what you just said, having to pay bills, having to do all of this stuff just to be here, and then to have the fact that you have someone like Karen treating you like you don't go here, like you don't belong here, like you're a visitor. And stuff like that. And it's just, to me, I always wanted to know, just like from especially the opinion of people I respect, how does that make you feel to know that someone has that kind of mindset? Because I don't think any of us have ever looked at somebody and just been like, you don't belong here.
Man, like, to be honest, you don't know how to feel, my nigga. At the end of the day, how strong are we, bro? Like, for real, just think about it. How strong are we as a race? My nigga, we're the only race that's been slaved, beaten, torn apart, family lines broke apart, hung, all this shit. And then I'm still come out top athletes, top scientists, top everything we touch, my nigga. And to realize that our life can be taken away from a smirk or a look or because a cop have a bad attitude. Jealousy. I mean, it's like, how strong are we, bro? Like, how much can we really take? Because I know I'm not the only one in this chat who been on the road and you just broke down. And you don't even know why. You just broke down. You tired of low key. You're not tired of being black, but you tired of being judged because you're black.
And it is jealousy when you think about it. You see these pictures now that's out of George Floyd when he worked at that club with that same officer. But he, you see the picture, he looked like he had the Cowboys cheerleaders on both sides of him. It was like white girls with this, white on that. So he was in there mad at that man anyway. You know what I'm saying? This is a big, black, dominant, handsome man in here just picking who he want in this club, and you are upset. And you plotted on that man. You know what I'm saying? You were mad. So the minute you could get him, I don't know, but I'm just saying that's what it looked like. I'm putting my own story together. I'm a Virgo.
Well, imagine spending all your time and resources. Your daddy done did it. Your son is doing it. All you guys are trying to do is suppress this race and keep them under you. But somehow, no matter what you do to them, no matter like Darren was saying, you done separated them, you done beat them. Yeah, at this point, you ain't got nothing left but to just kill them. Yeah. And it's been happening in the shadows, but now you got a camera on you and you still just like, well, I mean, it's for their cause runs that deep to the point where they don't even care that the cameras is on.
Yes, they find a way. They find the loophole. Well, they was
all of that. Our culture still found a way to make it up here, and we still got little white kids trying to be us. You know what I mean? The women are trying to be with us. The men are trying to be with the black women. You know what I mean? Like that's powerful, and that just caused so much envy and jealousy that they're just past the point where they're trying to be civil about it. Like I'm literally seeing videos of cops doing drive-bys on kids now, for curfew, and it's like, what is? I just don't get it.
Setting them up with traps and stuff.
And then it's crazy when and I get chills when I see this video and somebody step out, hands up. And then a 12-year-old white girl gets in front of a grown black man and like protects him because she knows that the cop but then the cop come through with there and push that bitch out the way. And it's like, oh shit, like this is a whole new level. Like y'all pushing white women down? Yeah, y'all done broke it down to that point? Like, oh man.
So let's
it's
go.
Already crazy enough thinking like a white person feels like they need to stand in front of a black person. Like that realization was already too much. Like, okay, like we've reached the point where we're just like, all right, I'm white, so you're not gonna kill me.
Yep.
And like you said,
that's really how they feel.
They're like, because that's what I'm white. It's so weird, man.
It's so crazy.
Twilight Zone.
But it's them. But the thing is, though, it's them acknowledging their greatest asset and also their greatest flaw, because of the fact that even like you tying in with that type of belief in them trying to do good. Imagine that's the way how Karen sees things, and she sees it in the negative sense because in her eyes, she believes she's doing right. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why I'm not really mad at these motherfuckers. I'm just like, I'm flabbergasted at just how blindsided y'all. Like one of the things that make me laugh all the time is when anyone throws out, y'all check the statistics. Look at the statistics out there. They killing one another all the time. I'm like, where the fuck are these statistics y'all keep bringing up? Like,
and ain't nobody looking at no statistics, okay? We looking at what's going on. And we can see that blatantly, okay? Yeah, and then I just want us to stick to the facts too, because if we talking about killing, we talking about killing. We don't need Billy Porter coming out with his statement, okay? Not now, sir. We are talking about black folks, period.
For me, when Karen started going like viral and we started seeing Karen videos, I wasn't surprised. I was like, oh, that's what you guys look like. Because for me, like I'm from the internet. Like all I deal with is YouTube comments and Twitter, and you know what I mean. Like I just didn't know what they looked like. These are the same people. For like it was nothing new for me. Like Karen, obviously we're calling them Karen because of what they look like, and a lot of times they're middle-aged old white women. But at the core of it, a Karen is somebody who their mind is so far over here that it's not even worth arguing. You know what I mean? Like you argue to try to get them to think what you think or what the right thing is, but like it's not gonna happen. You know, like
so what you do?
See, here's the thing I've noticed, if you don't mind me, Pat, because I'm writing a book on white people. I've been writing it since I was 14 years old. It's gonna be epic. Now, what I've learned about the whites is there's a hierarchy of supremacy each one has. Some don't mean to do it, but it clicks on. And I learned this working at Apple. There's a certain point when you're talking to a white person where they'll listen to you, and then when their thought logic is not skewing you to their side, a light bulb will click and go, oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have to argue with you because you don't get it, because you don't know, because you're from the hood. You're with those animals, so you can't see it from the standpoint of how we're seeing it.
Well, that's pretty much how you have to do them. I mean, it's just like it's really just like realizing that, oh, I can't argue with you. Like that dude who just went viral because he went outside of his house and kneeled on his friend and was putting like all lives matter and stuff like that. Like, you gonna argue with him? Like, how long do you think it's gonna take for you to like yell at him and him be like, you know what? I was tripping, huh? You're right. Black Lives Matter. Like, it's not going to happen. And
it's just a waste of energy.
People who feel like they're doing right by saying the shit on Twitter and YouTube and all this wild stuff. Like, it's not even worth the interaction. You can if you just want to like vent.
Because I be curious. I just be wanting to know just explain your day when it got to here where you decided that this was a good idea. Like, walk me through that. I'm just curious. That's what I be wanting to know.
Upbringing, like people really come up certain ways, just the way your grandparents came up they certain ways, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what it is. It's embedded in some people, and some people are smart enough to be the ones that break away and be like, "This doesn't make sense to me. Or, I don't think that's cool." Or, I like to
deal with those people.
You know? That's true. So we can go ahead and we're going to move into the next topic. We were mentioning them, and I think it's time for us to really go ahead and dive into these boys. The Popo, the Pig, 12, Johnny Law, bash a nigga head in, the Jamal Beater equipters, the police.
This my thing with the cops, bro. Like, and I've had quite a few encounters with cops, and I've only had one, and all it takes is one. But for some reason, for me to even say that I only had one bad experience, I should have never had a bad experience at all. And the fact that I'm mentally okay with that, like, yeah, I done had a gun pulled on me, but I'm still here. Like, that's fucked up mentally to even think that. But it's like, it's only been a few cops who actually spoke up and said some shit. Like, it's only been a few who be like, that shit was wrong, we don't condone it. Like, but the fact that it's not so much more, like the fact that there's more white people coming up for us versus cops is a problem. It should be way more cops saying, nah, fuck that, we're gonna break the police department down. Like, even black cops are not even like going viral as they should. You know what I'm saying?
I think the problem is a lot bigger than we think. You know what I mean? I feel like what we think is like, these are what the cops are, and we're exposing like, there's a racist, there's a racist, there's a racist, there's a racist, when it's really like, this is an infiltrated like system. You know what I mean? This is a unit that's working together. And if you do the research, there have been multiple cops and chiefs that have resigned because they implicitly said that the Aryan nation became like, they had a plan to become cops and then, literally target black people. So there are literally cops who went on record saying like, my chief literally said to go find a black man from this age to this age and aggravate him until he does X, Y, Z. You know what I mean? Like, these have been orders that are given. So if you're an honest cop, either you have to pretend like that shit's not happening or stand up for it and get screwed or blackballed. You know what I mean? Like, or get corrupted, and actually start thinking that in some type of way. So
think about any
this is way too, it's deep. That's why I don't know how we're gonna, do this.
Yeah, two things.
It's gonna get done. I don't know.
I mean, two things. One, like for these cops, just like you've seen in any movie, like when cops are corrupted, taking drug money and stuff like that, cops that stand up put a target on their back, and then they have to worry about now their shield brothers not coming to their aid, them being in some kind of crossfire, and they
like Drew Brees.
Yeah, and so it's like, to risk being put out on your own and then nothing changes and now you've exposed yourself too. And so they had that fear to worry about. Then they got to worry about their families now and them being put in danger. Not saying that it's right for them to still not say nothing, but even having those processes. But then too, the things that we have to think about for especially like the police, you have to see like who pulls their strings. Like people keep saying we got to defund the police. Police ain't gonna get defunded because police supply workers to the prisons. Prisons build everything. Fuck that whole shit is made in China. My cousin and flat out told me, nigga, I can build you a couch when I get out.
What?
We don't make just license plates. Them niggas build everything.
Hey, couches?
Yeah,
Furniture.
everything. Everything in your house was probably built from a prison.
Cabinets, electronics, all that shit, bro.
Everything. And so for them, you're supplying.
It's a pipeline. It's a pipeline.
Yeah, it's a whole pipeline for them. And then that supplies to big companies. That's why you got these contracts for prisons where they don't have to really do nothing.
That's what's scary about it. Because I'm just like, all right, if I was in that situation and I was like, all right, I'm racist. I need to find a way to kill off. Because at this point, it's looking like they're trying to just wipe a race out. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like it's individual thing. It looks like a genocide. So it's like, okay, if my whole plan was genocide and we're doing all this fucked up shit behind scenes, if there was a protest and all I had to do was kneel to make them happy, I would do that. I would hug a couple of black people. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I don't believe those videos. If I was cold enough to be in that organization, I would do all the theatrics so that people would be temporarily happy and then go
so you can go home and be like, I'm just doing my job. You know, I did my job.
Go play basketball with the black kids in the hood.
Yeah, shoot a couple.
Dance around and shit. Yeah,
do the electric slide and then say the N-word the whole way home. And then you know what I mean? Like I'll just say this one thing. Yeah. I saw this video of this and it's sad because it's like, I understand where we're coming from. We're tired. We want peace. We just want this to be over. So I saw this dude, I think it was the chief of LAPD or NYPD or something. He gave the cop the speech for him. He was like, hey, everybody, he said that so-and-so and so-and-so. And they cheered, and he was just like, yeah, and he was about to say something. He was like, and he also said that he wants so-and-so to end. And he also said that he wants so-and-so to end. And then he hugged him. And I was like, that dude didn't actually say anything. And then the next day, he was like accused, that same cop was accused of like doing some fucked up shit. And I was just like, yo, we want peace so bad that we'll pass it to him. You know what I mean? Please just kneel with me. Just show everybody that it's okay. And then sadly, if we don't make real things happen, it'll just go back to normal behind the scenes, you know?
Yeah, that's why I wasn't really down with that whole thing about like the Washington, the Black Lives Matter plaza. Like, yo, that was a great like feat, cool, that's everything. But let's not forget the fact that that same mayor that did that turned in a major budget towards prisons and the police. So although that was a nice gesture, nothing changed.
We have to make sure that real things happen.
Have y'all ever watched this series on Amazon Prime? It's called Hunters.
Yeah, with Scarface.
With Al Pacino. So Hunters is about how deep the Nazi culture has invaded the United States. So it's about how Nazis are living amongst us as doctors, policemen, lawyers, and they infiltrated because the U.S. let them come over to all the scientists and shit because it was like, why would we let them go somewhere else and create bombs and shit? We need that information. So they hired them. And so it's like a tree. And it's like the supremacy started from like, even before that, but them shits has been deeply rooted for centuries. And Hunters display that, man. And it's so crazy. Like,
it's called Hunters or Huntress?
Hunters. Bro. And it started off the first scene is this dude with his family, and a lady comes by and visit the cookout, and she recognizes him, somebody from the Nazi camp. She's like, oh my God, it's him. Bro, he pulls out his gun and kills his entire family because he has been faking this life just to infiltrate the U.S.
His real family?
The person he met in the U.S. and married, his two sons, and the girl who discovered who he was, he killed all of them.
Man.
And you know, I was gonna say another thing that does that displays that too. A lot of people don't be catching is Captain America. That's what S.H.I.E.L.D. is. So Hydra is basically the Nazis, and then they took them, brought them over here, and they infiltrated, and Hydra became S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
So everything we have, all the weapons that they built, everything is from them.
Yep.
And their plans to take over everything. It's crazy, man. It's some crazy stuff, but it's just like like I said, we got to ask the right questions and we got to have the right demands. I think like Craig Smith on Roasters had a very good point with that. Like, we got to know what we demand rather than them telling us this is what they gonna give us. It's like, no, This is what we want.
Right.
This is what we demand. This is what we need. But we got to be able to come together and be able to talk about what it is that we really trying to get changed. Like one thing I really hate, and just kind of to bring it to the next topic now, is the biggest weapon I feel like they have is media. And I think just like how you had said earlier, Darren, that this was one of those instances where the perception got to change and really bust everything open, because I watched like the major news like CNN and Fox News and MSNBC and everything. And everything they talked about was skewing this story like this stuff wasn't happening. But you got social media combating all that, like, no, that's wrong. That's information they're giving you, that's false. It's not all of this is not being done by black kids and stuff like that. We got it on camera. It's white boys with skateboards busting these glasses out, people laying out bricks, passing out bricks to these kids and paying them to do it so they can take photos and stuff. They catching that stuff now.
And we would have never been able to see that without social media, because the only niggas with cameras was Fox and those news outlets. They controlled the whole narrative. So it's dope that we have our own narrative, and it's getting the numbers, like probably getting like, it's probably fucking with the news numbers too. Like
it is. No, they probably it is.
That's what I'm
nobody
saying.
believe them no more. Like we used to really go to the, you know how your parents used to be like, shut up, the news on. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to really have to, you got to shut your ass up now, the news now. But
yeah, and then just understanding their language too. Like even like when I remember when they had the whole looting thing. Like I remember they had a shot of Target. This white woman walking out with a gang of clothes, and the woman on there saying,
I hope she's taking it back. I hope she's
she might be an employee.
Like
why you protecting this? Clearly, she got all the crew neck sweaters for the fall. Clearly,
everything.
This bitch had all winter items.
She ran all through J. Crew. Like she was like, "Oh, we got it today, bitch. We got it."
Her kids are straight when it comes to Christmas, my nigga. They size might be off a little bit depending on how they grow. But she got the whole flash. Yeah.
They about to be fly as fuck to back for school. She was like, "Oh, don't worry, we got ours."
But it show you the difference. Just like with LeBron, he need to shut up and dribble, right? Shut up and play. But this nigga can have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
That was ridiculous. Yo, I feel like even she felt stupid when that dropped. Because when you hear those two clips back to back, she looked dumb as hell. Dumber than usual.
Yeah. I just want to hear her. The people's like, she need to be fired. I was like, nah. I want to hear her.
I want to hear her response.
Yeah.
I want to hear her response. So, excuse me. Tell me what you meant by LeBron to shut up and dribble. Why didn't you tell Drew Brees to shut up and pass or hand off?
What if she was straight up like, well, LeBron James is black and Drew Brees is white? We would be
hey, off the rip. Somebody got to catch her right there. Whoever the black person is on set at that moment, got to go across and take one for the team.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. People might be mad about this. I would low key respect her for that. Be like, yo, hey, bitch, at least you stood for what you believe in.
No, fuck that.
You about to catch this fade, but girl, I ain't mad at you.
Fuck all that.
She said what she said.
She said what she said.
If she
but you also gonna get your ass.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna be the nigga to bop her ass. It ain't gonna be an aggressive bop where it look like black man angry. It's gonna be like a little bitch pop. And then when I go to jail, and when I set up that GoFundMe,
we gonna get you out quick.
Get you out real quick.
It's on and popping. We're gonna be hood heroes.
Yeah. Like Darren. He slapped that bitch.
Bitches like this gonna be all over the internet.
Right, just get your Darren hand mold. The infamous slap. It was the slap that was heard around the world. It was the slap for change.
I did this shit for y'all. I don't want to go around just smacking random white bitches. Well, I do, but I did this shit for y'all.
Back slap.
That's the name of the movie. Back slap. The Darren Brand story.
Back slap?
Back slap. But it's so dope to see that a new perception is being seen, and then just kind of understanding, like, even from our side, that seeing the bigger picture, like right now more than ever, having platforms like these to be able to have these type of conversations, to be able to say these type of things, because no one really has those platforms. Like I think one of the biggest things that I took away, I think like maybe 2-3 years ago, was Dame Dash when he was talking on the Breakfast Club. And a lot of people tried to bury a lot of stuff that he said, but that dude was dropping gems. Like, the biggest thing we need to worry about is ownership. Like, we have no black-owned radio stations. We don't have any black-owned places that's buying up airwaves like Verizon is, like these other places is, like Viacom and stuff. We don't have no media outlets that tell our side when these things are coming out. For us to go see what's really happening, for us to get real education and solutions for what we need, because they not gonna tell it, because really they don't have to. It's really their ball, and they can do whatever the fuck they want to do with it. Same thing like in movies. They ain't gotta tell our stories the way they want to. They paying for it.
Yeah.
And they showing us that.
Yeah.
All facts.
That's why they can have a white person playing Nefertiti.
Yep. And they gonna have some reason it makes sense to the people that's finna go pay them tickets to go watch it. It's like, hey, we gonna make our money, so we ain't tripping.
Facts.
I think you mute, Pat.
Huh?
Oh, there you go.
I mean,
No, I think it's that Zoom delay, like you be talking
I
about.
don't like Zoom for that, for sure. Hey, can we solve a case or something? Something lighter?
I know, because this is heavy than a hoe. This is so heavy. Like, I feel so weighed down. Like, I know we're supposed to be serious today, and I am very serious, you know, in front of people. Like, on Blackout Day, guess what? I did not even go to the corner store and get a Swisher. You know what I'm saying? I lived out for, like, 1 or 2 blunts that day, because I got my food from the black place in Van Nuys, and then I lived out for, because I was like, I needed gauze so bad, y'all, but I did not stop. I was like, I'm gonna do it for the people. Cigars, you know what I'm saying, gauze. But so anyway, I supported in that way, and then also, you know what I'm saying, from the beauty supply. I got, you know what I'm saying, I had went by the beauty supply, and the power went off in that bitch, and I just stole my shit, because I felt like these hoes be rude sometimes when I come in here, you know what I'm saying? And so that's my silent protest.
You let the lights go off like Batman?
It went off in the whole shop. Like, the Popeyes over there, the DDs, and all the places went dark, but I was like, well, this is my chance.
You are one of my favorite people on earth. I want you to know that. You are one of my favorite people. The fact she said the lights went off and I stole my shit because them bitches be mean. My nigga, I've been in there before just to get a little hair grease. And they stared at me. I'm like, bitch, I want none of this shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That same
bitch,
place?
I pay way more for these wigs out here than I know I pay over here. And I know y'all out here hitting bitches. You know what I'm saying? And just because we don't want to make that drop. And now, right now, is my opportunity for the people. So I just want everybody to know.
What time was it? What time was it?
It was daytime. Shit, I don't know. Shit, nigga, day, light out. Shit.
I like it real quick. I like what you did. Will, Pat, what's the store that you would love to be in and the lights cut off?
Well, the funny part is that if it's daytime, like, you ever been in a store where it's daytime and the lights are off, but you can still clearly see everything? Now I just picture Precious, you could still see her, but she's like,
right. But you can't though, because it's a big ass store. Shit.
Okay, this is a big ass store, Fry's Electronics.
This a big
shit,
how long I got for the lights to be off?
I'm telling you, they went
5
so
minutes.
long.
5 minutes?
Target, easy.
Probably Target, yeah. No, Fry's, because I don't go to Fry's by myself. I tell the homie, run out to the car, pull to the back.
Oh my God.
Where the back is at. I'm going straight to the back. I don't even need to pull nothing from the front. I'm going to the back, grab anything I can, and throw that shit in the car. As soon as the lights come out, hop in the car.
You gotta think quicker than that. You gotta go fast. You don't got forever. They
But
might go get that breaker box. They might be used to that shit. See, they weren't used to it. When the lights first went out, I said, y'all got the breaker box. They didn't know the need. Okay, hold up. You know what I'm saying?
Ask them first.
You asked before you stole?
I hollered out, do y'all got breaker box? You know what I'm saying? That's just, you know, when you in the house and the shit go out, you hit that breaker box. Ching, ching, you back on.
Do y'all got a breaker box?
The cool part is, you probably thought she was about
y'all
to.
Don't know about, everybody know about the breaker box. Y'all know.
She yelled that dude.
They probably thought she was on her way to help them. She's like, oh no, we don't, but yeah, thank you so much. And she was just like,
be like, no, I think we do have
so
one. Let me go check. Let me check real quick.
The fact that you asked and tried, hey, real quick, y'all got to break a box. I don't know. You went on about your business.
For the culture.
Oh my God.
I would love to be stuck in the shoe store.
Oh.
that'd be because you got to go in the back and get
that ain't a good one.
The lights out. It's good.
But you got to go look for your shit, though.
All I gotta do is go to the home, because they do it by sizes. All I gotta do is go to where my sizes there, just grab what I can and go.
Y'all be talking about some outrageous shit. He gonna pull a car to the back.
And then you gotta read what that is. Like, you just finna grab every box. That's your size?
That's a terrible plan, Darren. That's horrible. You got to choose anywhere.
You're gonna get 1 pair, 2 pair at the most.
That's about it.
That was the worst plan ever.
When I thought about it, it sounded so great.
You just want to get home and be like, oh, I don't like these pairs at all. I don't like.
That's what I'm thinking.
Everything at Target that we grab, we wanted.
Yeah. Anything at Fry's I grabbed, I wanted. Not just a processor. I
even know my route. I would go through electronics into clothing, and then you could just like literally circle out and then just get anything else that you want from like the food and alcohol section.
Why does Target make it
don't let you have your own bags on them house, boy.
But now I feel like we so grown. Even if you had that chance at Target, you go get some shit you really need. Be like, shit, I need a vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
So,
yo,
and then you go.
I will never forget this. Like, because you were right on it. I used to work at this store. It's like Ralph's, but in Texas, it's called Randall's. This dude worked there at the cash register, and he was about to get fired because he was basically he was a checkout guy. So when he checked out people,
face scan.
He'll do that shit, or he'll take their money and then give them back the wrong amount of change and then keep it and put it in the drawer. So this nigga's supposed to give him back $20, but he'll give him back $5 and then slip the 15 in the drawer. And so they was catching them doing that, and they was about to fire him the next day. So the homie was like, yo, when you get off of work, just get what you want. I'm going to just ring up a few things, and then it'll just, so that way it looks like it been checked out. You just going to pay $20, but you can get like $700 worth of food. I called my cousin, who I live with, who had a truck. I said, nigga, get down here right now. What I'll tell you, we got everything. We got shit we didn't even fucking need.
And see,
bro,
shit like that is how my ass went to motherfucking Juvenile trying to get the hookup at motherfucking Ross. You know what I'm saying? With the fake skin and shit. Everybody was getting hooked up in that motherfucker in there. Here I come. There. Everybody done got hooked up. You know what I'm saying? People is decked out, and I'm like, I'm gonna hit this hoe on me, yeah, on me. Bruh, I get caught, I gotta go to Juvenile, all type of shit, bro. Over some bullshit clothes and rock.
I remember in college, my junior year, one of my best friends worked at Walmart, and that's literally how we ate. But look, we got so bold with it. This is crazy. So you remember when the Nextel chirp came out? Everybody was on the chirp. The chirp was a big deal. The chirp was a big deal, my nigga.
Yes, it was.
And Walmart used to sell the chirps. Straight out. You can get the chirps with a plan and everything.
Right out.
So I asked for a chirp, you know what I'm saying? Got the phone. I go get like a few things. This motherfucker does not scan the chirp. Like, he scans like the can of biscuits and maybe like the oodles and noodles, but he didn't scan the chirp or nothing. Bro, I got a Nextel phone out of Walmart for like $37.
You knew him, or that was an accident?
No, that was my dog. It was definitely play. Yeah, it was
that was on purpose.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was crazy. He didn't get caught for a minute. Like, he stayed there for like 2-4 years.
Now, most of that stuff, they chalk it up to like things that go missing and stuff. So they have like an amount of inventory that they know is gonna get lost. So they don't really trip about it, especially at Walmart.
Man, the nigga who's probably checking inventory takes? The nigga who's in charge of lost inventory probably takes the most.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that nigga's snack section? His snack section in his house. That nigga probably has the dopest pantry of selections.
Nigga always has the latest electronics. Shit, he
What?
I didn't realize how much loss prevention be doing that stuff until I worked at Toys R Us. I had like a bum ass like stoner summer. I think it was like 2009. I didn't do shit. I lived with 2 white girls. I had just got kicked out of college. My rent was like $150, and my weed man lived right under me. So he would just come up, and my homie was fucking one of the white girls. So all we did was smoke weed all day. And so I was like, well, I guess I should get a job too and just be able to pay for these 89-cent chicken tacos at Taco Bell. So I just went and worked at Toys R Us that was like up the street. But loss prevention showed me how important toys really are. Like when new toys dropped, these cats was on it. They was just like, yo, I need this one, this one, this one, and this one. And I was just like, yo, why y'all just picking out toys and stuff like that? Because they already knew most of the stuff was finna sell out, and they treat that stuff like shoes. I didn't realize toys move like shoes do.
Like Jordans, huh?
Yeah, because like soccer moms be on like these offer up sites, and they be like, yo, you can come get this, like the Infinity Gauntlet hand and stuff like that. That's like $100. They'll charge them $4. And they'll be like, yo, I know my son needs it. He needs this for Christmas, so I'm going to just go ahead and buy it. And I was just like, this is
most of us grew up without no money, so the most toys we got was at Christmas, and that was it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know why they even let us do a list, because they can get what they want on the motherfucker.
My mom was smart. She said, you got $20. But get what you want. You got $20.
Bruh. I remember one time I wanted a Ninja Turtle so bad, bro, but I couldn't make my decision between Master Splinter and Leonardo. So I bought Leonardo and stole Master Splinter, and then my mama found Master Splinter later. God, one of the worst ass whoopers known to man, bro.
Yep.
I'm not gonna raise no thief. And you know when the black women say those kind of words, bro, to stop you from woo.
Oh, so you a thief? Oh, you want to be a thief? You want to make it look like I don't make no money, like you can't afford to have some fucking toys? Well, you don't.
What you gonna do with
the limit? Like, bro? What you want?
Yeah.
I don't want to make decisions like this no more. I gave you a list. You decide.
That shit real, man.
That shit
good.
But all right, y'all. I think that's gonna be about it today. Unless y'all want to keep going, it's up to y'all. I want to end on a brighter note.
Healing.
Well, did y'all see when the whole crowd was out there cheering, you about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. You about to, yeah.
They need to remix the one you did for Drew Brees. They need to remix that one. That shit is hilarious.
Bruh, I will say, through all of this bullshit, the internet still is the most hilarious thing in the world. The dude dancing the hip hop Harry with the cops in the background. Who's next? Go.
So simple.
Woo.
Yo, y'all brought it up earlier, but I feel we got to bring it up too to say on here, man. Pat, the videos you be doing. It's hilarious.
Pat makes me want to study TikTok just so I can do the caption shit. Because the Drew Brees shit was so simple, but so fucking hilarious. Funny, my nigga. Yeah. What? That nigga just walking through?
Yeah.
Because it was like, yo, it's like you there. It's like you in the locker room.
When Patrick hit him with the nigga.
You can't have an all-black team and say some shit like that. You can't have both.
Oh man,
I had that shit.
And the protester one, oh my god, bro, that was like
BML,
bro. So many layers of shots fired. So many layers. Nigga, that was like a diss record, low key.
Disc it.
Yes, nigga, like it was like, yo, like, and especially if you know and really know, it's like, yo. So
hey, I just want to give a shout out to the real niggas who ain't been attacked by Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We just out here living our life. We still fighting the fight, but it's been some niggas that Twitter is like,
out here. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Hey, you can tell who don't give a fuck, and then you can tell who that hurt a little bit. They like, yeah, I ain't about to post for like 2 weeks.
Man, what's the chick that said out George Floyd your ass? I don't. Apparently she got. What was her name?
We was ending on a good note. Here you go. Tokyo, right? The rapper.
Just of what he said. Like, yo, she lost 3 million followers.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know she did that. Wow.
3 mil, bro. And
You
like,
said it or tweeted it?
But it was like
video.
in 6 hours. It was like in 6 hours.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
So it's just like to that, but for the people that write stuff that they just don't make sense, like some shit you just shouldn't put on the internet.
And you know what? And some shit you should, because you know what, I did put out a post about. If you follow me and you ain't saying nothing about what's going on right now, unfollow me for real, because I don't respect you. Like, don't be putting out your trash ass rap videos, whatever the fuck you doing. And you ain't said nothing about what, like, I don't care if it was just a blackout shit for that one Tuesday or something. Right. Do something, man. I know you know what the fuck going on.
Have y'all found some that haven't said anything on y'all pages? Because I know
that's why I got mad, because I'm like, wait, if this motherfucker still put out this trash ass shit, you ain't saying.
Hey, I been hitting up my white friends and be like, hey man, how you doing?
Yeah, how you? Yeah, everything good?
How you doing?
That conversation right there, hey man, I've been meaning to hit you up, bro. Like, I just been trying to process shit, man.
See, that's bullshit. See, my white friend hit me up, like, how you doing out there? You know what I'm saying? How's it going? You know what I'm saying? You all right? Like,
have y'all seen the redneck group for Black Lives Matter?
Oh, bruh.
No.
I haven't.
The funniest, bruh. These niggas, they are so funny, bro. They come on.
Is it real?
Yes, it's real. No, rednecks for Black Lives. He come on there. Hey, Tony here. Shit, man. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, I done had my goddamn thoughts. I done had my ways, but I mean, shit, I done changed my way. If I can't change, why the fuck can't you change? I mean, I may have thought about it, but I ain't gonna never do it.
Bro.
I mean, it's plain out murder. Then what you get, nigga? Then he say, nigga, he was like, buy some land and mind your goddamn business. Black Lives Matter.
Precious, have you seen it?
No, that's why I'm dying laughing.
When I tell you, and you gonna laugh even harder because you from
this
Texas.
Guy?
I know it's been a minute, but damn, I just been busier than Donald Trump at a fuck shit up conference. So
That? Is that him?
But it's not just him.
It's a whole bunch of them.
It's a whole gang of them.
Precious, you know about 4 or 5 of them dudes in Texas. You gonna die laughing when you see that because you know some of them.
Oh my God.
And
Shut up.
so
I don't know them. Shut your ass up.
They come on there. Hello, TikTok, Facebook, whatever the fuck this is. Look, I ain't gonna be here long. I ain't gonna be here long. Now,
that's hilarious.
Shit, man. The last guy who came and fixed my plumbing was black. Maurice, phenomenal guy. What's the problem? Like,
phenomenal guy. What's the problem?
I don't know why they keep out here trying to call him lazy. He was efficient. He was kind. He got everything fit. He even checked my plumbing in the bathroom, and he was like, "Hey, you got a little loose nut in there." I tightened that up while I saw that, and I was like, "God damn it!"
You've seen more than one guy do that?
Shout out to the rednecks for Black
Patrick,
Lives
watch them
Matter.
shits, dog. They gonna inspire you, bro. They gonna inspire you.
I'm only seeing one.
Shout out even Stone Cold Steve Austin. Even he got in a good fight.
And Bezos too. Jeff Bezos got up in that bitch shit and was like, "Shit, I'm with the people."
I love it, man. I love it. Even shit, man. It's like, yo, everybody got to say something. So even
you about to lose your job.
Hey, you know she found her family now?
Yes, I saw that. That's beautiful.
That's dope as fuck. That's dope as shit, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, look at Patrick's face.
Yeah,
Patrick been stuck half the episode. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm looking at this. I'm trying to find this.
It's a whole movement out there.
We done had too many high moments for you not to end it on a high note. Now find one. Shit.
I'm gonna end it on a high note and do like what I normally do on my show. This is the section called the roses. I'm gonna just give y'all roses. Precious, you were fucking awesome. Don't let nobody ever tell you are.
That's my nigga, man.
You lap circles around
That's my nigga,
everybody in fucking comedy. And I don't care who got to say it. You are top 5 in anything you do. I love the energy you always have. You are 100% you. Please don't let nobody ever take that shit away from you.
That's my nigga, man.
Thank you.
Darren, big baby brand, man.
That's good.
They'll try to tell you what you were supposed to be. They tried to tell you what you were supposed to do.
Boy.
You told them and showed them different. You do something my dad always told me, I can show you better than I can tell you.
Right.
This is a person you see always put in the work. The dude don't mind getting his hands dirty. The man don't mind going anywhere he need to be to make something happen, learn, and wants to spread that knowledge and be as uniquely possible as he can be. Using that phrase goes down to this man right here, who I would probably have to say.
You guys did me already with the skits. You guys were really nice. Thank you.
He like, I don't want no more. Turn y'all legs.
y'all were so nice. That I feel like I got my roses. Thank you.
Oh.
Nigga, you ain't escaping this. Hell no. Ain't escaping this shit.
PC, my nigga, man.
I throw this out there. You the Steve Jobs of creativity, man. You out here like, dog. When I seen a chick tattoo pat on their body, I was like, this dude could change the world. Somebody overseas spray painted this man and said, "Protect your life." That's a movement. That is something to be treasured and mastered. You bring people together, man. And I'm just letting you, man.
And why you got your hair down today? And you got your hair down. You never had your hair down. What the fuck going on today?
Oh, I woke up and then I had to shoot.
It's like it's retro day. It's retro pat.
It looks good, but all right.
But yeah, so we gonna end on that note. Thank y'all for joining us. I want to thank Darren. I want to thank Precious. I want to thank Pat for joining me. Thank y'all for being y'all as always. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notifications so when this drop, y'all can always be up to date, checking out everything. Follow us on all of our social medias, and we will catch you next time.